Hello, Dr. Moonstein here. I'm going to demo this noise pedal for you. What this is a feedback looper. It's a little bit different than your average feedback looper. Most feedback loopers are passive. They're basically, you've got a line input, a send, and a return, and an output, and you've got a pot that controls feedback. The way this pedal works is it's active. So on your send, you've got a gain and a filter knob. On your return, you've got a gain and a filter knob. You have a master volume down here. You have a feedback rate knob, and you have a toggle switch to disconnect and reconnect the feedback loop, and then you have a true bypass stomp switch that just bypasses the pedals you're sending it to. So the way a feedback looper works, it seems a little tricky at first, but it's quite simple once you get the signal flow of it. So what I've got here on the input, I've got a guitar plugged into the input. So you've got a signal source that goes into it. And then here I've got a send. And I've sent that signal out into this pedal chain. So it's going to go into this pedal, out of this pedal. Then I'm going back into this pedal on the return, and then out to my amplifier. And what I can do with this knob is I can take the signal that's going through these pedals and feed it back through them, creating a feedback loop, and it kind of turns your pedals into like a little modular noise synth, and it's pretty cool. You can get a lot of interesting sounds with it. It sounds different for whatever pedal you use it with, so it doesn't really do much by itself. You can use it to turn a bunch of pedals on and off at once, because you can bring, I can have both of these pedals on and take them in and out of the pedal chain at the same time. Again, it sounds a little weird, but if you draw it out on a piece of paper, it's a lot easier. It also has an overdrive switch. So sometimes you need the overdrive, sometimes you don't. So right now, I'm just going through this Ibanez fuzz pedal, and I've got the feedback on. You can see how the filter knob changes stuff. That's the one on the send. So you can get real low rumbles. And then the knobs on your pedal end up changing stuff too. And sometimes, like this pedal right here really doesn't do much by itself, But with the Ibanez, it makes crazy sounds. See, right now it's not doing anything, but if I give it the overdrive, it might do something. Not much anything, but you add an overdrive in there. So that's it. These can be a little bit unruly. You can find endless possibilities of sounds, mixing up with different pedals, trying them in different orders. These are really cool noisemakers. You definitely got to spend time trying, experimenting with them to get really crazy sounds. I don't want to put too many pedals up here and, make super wild stuff and, somebody not have the same pedals and be like, why doesn't this sound like this? So, but if you use some kind of overdrive pedal with a tone knob, a fuzz, an overdrive, and like a delay or a pitch shifter or some kind of modulation, those two usually go well together. I like to use pedals that have volume knob on each one. This pedal doesn't have a volume knob, but this one has master volume, so you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, that's it. Runs on 9-volt negative tip DC power. Cool little noisemaker. Hook it up some pedals. You never know what you're gonna get. Kind of random.